jealous that you think that he's the one. It's like it's just you got it, then he dies. I'm jealous that you think that he's the one. It's like it's just you got it, then he dies.
We are. And that's what's in it. Got me reminiscing. Hey. We are. My heart is beating. Know your hair skipping. Yeah. Even though I'm all about your love, when it comes on me, it's so hard to trust. Yeah. The pulse of my love, I'm big pimpin', baby. Don't do me wrong, don't let me get you slippin', baby. Hey. Rock down, no rocks high. Get your knives from the black if the black's high. Hey. Look around with my baby, we pull up in the drop top. Feed 'em no pasta. Hey. Steppin' every time for him, don't get shot up. Pull up in the range, we fight up. Yeah. He don't mix love as a rider. Put the bullets down, he don't mix other fire. Yeah.
I'm jealous that you think that he's the one.
Love is sitting, got me reminiscing. Yeah.
It's like it's just you got it, then he
My
dies.
heart is beating, know your hair skipping. Yeah.
I'm jealous that you think that he's the one.
When it comes to my life, I'm big pimpin', baby. Don't let me roll down, let me catch you slipping, baby. We are. Yeah.
Love's a feeling I think I do the most. I feel it back, feel like I'm floating. I'm a break and you let me in. I'm so tired of this life of sin. Focused on another win, ain't worried about what could have been. We act so alike, I think she is my twin. Once we settle down, she can turn into a savage. When you give your trust away, you're suffering the damage. Gotta get up if you need to apply the bandage. You can stand this, understand this. Are you gonna be alright? Promise you will never wife. Bad little shawty in a drop top. She gon' have a bunny stick and ride it non-stop. Yeah, little baby, we alright. Better take flight. I'ma go clear out of sight. I can pretend we can feel when we kiss, babe.
Just slipping, baby.
Jealous that you think that he's the one. It's like it's just you got it, then he dies. Jealous that you think that he's the one. It's like it's just you got it, then he dies.
Yo, Chris, that you?
Word to my mom, it's Chris.
Let me talk my shit real quick. You a broke ass nigga can't hit. What? Ring bells on a bitch like Dean. Bet a pussy ass bitch won't swing. I go crazy on the beat. Go Montana, do it. I go crazy on the beat. Don't ever miss the
Yo, 14, you got another one.
Yeah. Hey. Put strong in the barrel, take 2 hits of this, and a nigga be out of his mind. Lot of these niggas transformed on me, but I'm still in my optimist prime. I don't skateboard much no more, but I still be all on my grind. Brand new rollie, I don't even wear much, cause bitch be wasting my time. It's the return of the man. Niggas be sending them shots to me, you know we sending them back. Spinning your bin with a man. It's the return of the man. Bitches be hitting my line all day, and I'm never hitting them back. It's the return of the man. Ain't fuck with me when I was down. Now they say I'm up and they wanna come round. I left them niggas to fend for theyself. Like PLP, hold it down. When I had started with all of this music, they ain't one hit. They told me right down. It be the same host that sat down. One right phone calling me Mr. right now. To keep it 100, these niggas ain't really need bitches. About fingers, they body these niggas. They only be tough on the molly. And I just got bitches thinking they somebody. These niggas see my wave and they try to ride it. I made me a song and they made me a profit, but you niggas broke. Put strong in the barrel, take 2 hits of this, and a nigga be out of his mind. lot of these niggas transformed on me, but I'm still in my optimist prime. I don't skateboard much no more, but I still be all on my grind. Brand new rollie, I don't even wear much, cause bitch be wasting my time. It's the return of the Mac. Niggas be sending them shots at me, you know we sending them back. Spinning your bin with a Mac. It's the return of the Mac. Bitches be hitting my line all day, and I'm never hitting them back. It's the return of the Mac. People, they change like Decepticon, that's why I'm better off standing myself. I'ma keep making money off all of this music, I'm building my fan generational wealth. Niggas bumping that brand new smoky, your shit hella dusty, your album is still on the shelf. In the video, I had asked me who do I owe thanks to, I told them God and then myself. Niggas don't know all the struggles I've been through to get me right here where I'm at. Yeah, I know that my city be known for the murder, but I'm trying to put our talents on the map. Tell my little brother that we would make it, you gotta be patient, now take a look at where we at.
Everything husky.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. Moonlight life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing. Tomorrow's here again.
It's a brand new day. Never hold on to hate, cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table, cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe, and so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan, cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing. Tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school, need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing. Tomorrow's. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing. Tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right, we are back at it, y'all. Good morning, good morning. You know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right. Shout out to the Bishop for kicking off the show the right way with the Music Morning Show theme song. Let's go ahead and get into it. Happy Wednesday, y'all. We're back in the building. Looking all crispy and clean on the screen. Here we go. Man, oh man, what a amazing 24 hours it has been in the music community. We're going to talk about it and get into it in a minute. But first, welcome, y'all. Welcome to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats at ClassEbeats.com. And today we're going to be reviewing your music. We probably won't do any mixing and mastering in BandLab, but we have an interesting topic we're going to cover today. A lot of y'all have heard. Some of y'all may have not heard what's going on between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Kendrick dropped an amazing track yesterday, Euphoria, and we're going to break down the lyrics today. We kind of did a quick breaking news story yesterday. We were the first ones on YouTube to report on this story. We killed it, y'all. So we had a ton of people in here yesterday. We gave our instant reaction to it. No filter, no influence from anybody else out there. And it was interesting to see what all of y'all thought about the situation. So we're going to get into it here in a minute. But first, I want to say what's up to everybody. Shout out to the gang who's in the building. Who we got in here? Mr. Tesla's in the building. Good to see you. Young Step was up in here. DJ Snoop Foo says, now it's a good morning. Hollywood Co. is in the building too. What's up, man? Good to see you. And I know we got some of y'all watching over on BandLab too. Let me double check and make sure we're good over there. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, so we should get to some music reviews today. So if you guys want to get your music reviewed, if you're watching on BandLab, you can submit your music using the live chat. If you're watching on any other platform, the link to submit is in the description. Y'all can send in as many songs as you want to, and I'm going to try and get to some of them today once we get done covering our topic. Now, this is a pretty lengthy song, so I'm going to try and move through it efficiently. Some of the things y'all have heard probably over the past couple days, I don't think we're going to go over too much, but there were some interesting points in this song that I want to point out, and we're going to go over. Also, I want to get y'all's thoughts too once we get done reviewing the song and find out what y'all thought about this track. If you think it was better than Euphoria, or if you think it was better than Push-Ups, if you think Kendrick Lamar is in the lead right now when it comes to round one. So we're going to get into it here in a second. All right, I see some of y'all already talking about it in the chat. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, let's do this. Y'all know I have a couple of announcements I want to get into. First of all, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a versus challenge on the Song of the Night Live. It's going to be absolutely insane. We have 4 amazing artists that are going to compete for that next spot in the Season 8 tournament. That's Shine, Divine Feminine, Hollywood Co., and King Creole. So make sure y'all tune in tonight. Once we're done with the versus challenge, y'all will still get an opportunity to win $100 and the brand new Shure 55SH microphone. So if you want a chance to win, make sure you tune in tonight because you do not want to miss out. It's going to be a good time, and you get a chance to gain some fans and get your music heard too. Here's everybody who's in the tournament so far. We've got Nick Flanagan is up in here, Lanisha Houston, Greg Dose, Lily, and Dizzy Days, who got in last week. So we're going to see tonight who's going to take that 6th spot in the tournament. Man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Oh, Hollywood Co. asked a great question. He said, what's the bracket for tonight? So Hollywood Co. is in there, I believe. Let me double check and see. I can tell you right now. I got to go over here, make sure I got this right. All right. So we've got Shine is in there. We've got King Creole, Divine Feminine, and Hollywood Co. All right. So Shine is going to move on to that round. Hollywood Co. Okay. So here's how it's going to go. Hollywood Co. You ready? So you are going to face off against Divine Feminine in the first round, right? And then the winner of that round is going to go on to face King Creole in the second round. And then in the final round, the winner of King Creole versus either you or Divine Feminine is going to face off against Shine, since Shine was the first one to make it into the verses. Okay. So here we go. So we're gonna get into it. Oh, we've got a couple of new timers in here too. Shout out to T Bradley. He says, yo, I'm new here, but I pulled up to hear your insight because no one is catching all the bombs he dropped. The intro sample by Teddy P in itself is fire. Yeah, shout out to T Bradley. I don't know, y'all. If you're a Kendrick fan, you might be disappointed today. I'm not gonna lie. Although I think the track was amazing. There were some things in there that I didn't necessarily think were original and even that impactful, but overall, man, this was an amazing song. So I'll definitely give him that. We're gonna talk about it though, and I want to hear y'all's insight too into what you think is going on. Oh, T Bradley is a woman. All right, shout out to Miss T Bradley up there. All right, shout out to T. Big D Rice laughing about Drake's story. Yeah, Drake is that man trolls like crazy. It's pretty funny though. Shout out to T Bradley. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Young Step said, yeah, facts T. ClassE, did you see all the people arguing on my comment I made on your Kendrick song you dropped? Yeah. It's interesting to see how torn the hip hop community is, which goes to say a lot. And I think it plays into the fact of why Drake is at the level that he's at right now, is not only because he's figured out how to win on the internet, as they say, but he's also figured out a way to make his music relatable, to make people who are OG hip hop fans want to listen to his music. And then you add all that other stuff on top of it. I mean, the odds are always going to tip in his favor, which I'm going to put this out there. Drake knows and understands how to play the game. So for those of y'all who are thinking Kendrick is just going to absolutely obliterate him, I'm going to let y'all know it's not going to happen. Drake is not going anywhere. He is at the top of the mountain when it comes to having a successful music career and when it comes to being seen as one of the greatest to do it. And it's because he knows and understands how to play the game. So a lot of hip hop people aren't going to like that because most of them are purists and they're strictly on the lyrics and they're strictly on the technical skill. But when it comes to the music industry and music overall, those aren't always the things that factor in, unfortunately or fortunately. But shout out to Drake for knowing how to play the game. We're going to get into it and see who y'all think actually won this round though. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I got through all of our announcements. That song is ending. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is we've got Genius pulled up here and we've got the song pulled up as well. So I'm going to try and play them both back and forth. I wanted to highlight the lyrics mostly, but we got them kind of pulled up on the screen here side by side. And then we're going to get into it. I want to see some of what they're saying over on Genius, and then also we can listen to the track as well. All right, so y'all let me know what you think in the chat. I also want to, let me go ahead and put a poll in the chat too before we get started. Let me see. Shout out to Ghost Strike says, you can put on the bracket. You have to explain what you mean, Ghost Strike. And then Arrow says, my friend keeps hitting me and I'm sick of it. Are you talking about, he keeps hitting you up about this conversation? Yeah. Imperial Stat says, pants gonna rip and nails gonna chip. Don't got a chance. Dang. All right. So let me see. I want y'all to tell me, what should the question be? I think the question should be, we're gonna go for it. Who won the first round? All right, was it Drake or was it Kendrick? Now, what am I considering the first round before I drop the vote in the chat? The first round to me, and I decided, is Push-Ups versus Euphoria. Okay, so y'all keep that in mind. I'm gonna frame the question in that way. When it goes to Push-Ups versus Euphoria, who won the first round? Because I'm taking that as the first round. Now Drake, it's up to him to start off the second round. Then we'll see what Kendrick Lamar does. Big D Right says, off topic, but Chris Brown still has the best diss in 2024. I might be with you on that, Big D Right. I mean, Chris Brown, he did not hold back. He didn't say, let's keep it friendly. He didn't say, hey, we don't want to go there if we don't have to. I mean, sheesh. Chris Brown was on fire. Oh, shout out to Love is back in the building. Good to see you, Love. Says Drake won the first round. All right, y'all go ahead and vote. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right. So, as a lot of y'all know, Kendrick Lamar just dropped his response to Drake's push-ups, which was titled Euphoria. There's been a lot of conversation on what the lyrics mean, what certain things he's saying in the lyrics that are directed at different people, whether that be Lil Yachty, Drake, J. Cole, and even some other people we might not even know their names. And speaking of ghostwriters, so we're going to get into the lyrics here. We're going to break it down a little bit. I'll give you guys some background, some history on some of the things that are happening in this track if you haven't heard it already. And I want to see what y'all think about this song and what it and where it ranks versus Drake's push-ups. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. We found out yesterday when we were breaking the news on this one that the intro, it's reversed and it says everything they say about me is true. Now, there hasn't really been much speculation as to what that means. It could be talking about Drake, and because it's reversed, it means that everything they say about him is a lie. I don't know. I'm not sure about that either. And there's still, Genius has some speculation here as to what that could mean. All right, so let's go ahead and get to some of these lyrics. Is this going to let me do it? Hold on. We might have to do it this way, y'all. Let's do it like this. All right, so shout out to the intro. I know a lot of y'all were feeling the intro too.
Euphoria. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you, not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stuff.
Okay, so here's the thing about this section. And obviously he's talking about Drake. He's saying that he's looking paranoid and spiraling. A lot of people in the community were saying the same thing because of what he did with the Snoop Dogg and Tupac AI track that he created and some of the things that he's posting and trolling. I disagree. Again, I'm going to always go back to Drake knowing how to play this game, whether y'all want to call it him winning the internet or whatever you want to say. Drake understands and knows how to get attention on what he's doing. This is all a part of this. We got a response from Kendrick a lot sooner than some of y'all even thought he was going to respond, which who knows, maybe that's because of what Drake did with some of these antics, as he says. Anyway, we'll keep it moving.
Stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
And we talked about this yesterday. Let me refresh this because this page is glitching for some reason. All right, here we go. We talked about the Tommy Hilfiger line with FUBU. Obviously, this is again a attack on Drake's blackness or the lack thereof, saying that, yeah, Tommy Hilfiger, it was a big brand. A lot of people liked it, but Drake, you could never be FUBU because you ain't really black. Crazy. Also, what does Genius say here? He says there were rumors around the 2000 that Tommy Hilfiger was racist. Yeah, we talked about that. Of course, I don't think that applies to Drake, but anyway, FUBU's owned by, of course, we know. All right, we're going to keep it moving. It says, so we got to that part.
Music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Okay, now, with the whole track Euphoria, as some of y'all may know, Drake co-produced or executive produced a special or a TV show that is on, I believe it's HBO, titled Euphoria. And a lot of it has to do with things that go on in high school. I haven't watched it, but I know and I'm aware of it because I think there were a few popular actresses that were featured on that show. Anyway, and it has a lot to do with, or some of the show is featuring things with underage kids that may be seen as questionable. Now, also going to that, which is why Kendrick says he could double down on that line, but he's going to spare him when he's talking about you make music to pacify him. Obviously, this is a play on words where Kendrick is saying there's something going on between Drake and possibly underage girls. So I don't know. Maybe Kendrick's keeping one in the chamber for if this gets more personal in the future, but that's where a lot of people are assuming this title Euphoria came from, because Drake has this situation and a couple situations in the past where things might be a little bit sketchy with some of his relationships. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Here we go. By the way, I don't know why anybody would say that the beats were trash. I thought the beats were dope as a producer.
Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo, okay.
Dang.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. What's a lame?
All right, so here I want to highlight this line too. He said, everybody want to be a demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. I think this is alluding to Like That. And there's a lot of speculation that Like That was just a throwaway verse that Metro put on his album, which would be kind of crazy, but it kind of makes sense because the writing on that wasn't absolutely groundbreaking. So I think some people would have seen it as him referring to the Like That verse, but we still don't know. This is all speculation. And then we're going to keep the lyrics going.
Always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? Well,
Okay, I want to see what this is about because I heard this yesterday and I don't know what it was about. Genius says, what did they say? It said in 2019, Drake paid $530K to a woman who had claimed the rapper had sexually assaulted her. Oh. Yeah, now that's crazy. Drake paid out $350,000 to a woman who accused him of SA during the British leg of his 2017 Boy Meets World tour. The amount plus lurid details of the alleged incident have been made public in a complaint filed by this person, aka Layla Lace, against her New York attorney. Is this somebody he was associated with? I don't know. As a dude with money, these cases are going to be tough to beat. So you usually just end up settling, as we've seen with some guys in the past. So let's see. Here we go. The former stripper and Instagram model. All right, we're going to move on from this story. Let's keep it going.
I have, and I feel that both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son, the very first.
Yeah, and y'all have heard this too. This is a dope line. Shout out to Kendrick for that. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I'll park his son. That was dope. Genius explains that a little bit. Don't really need to go into that. I do want to, his daddy's a killer. He want to be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. So Kendrick refers to Birdman as Drake's daddy as he signed to him under Cash Money Records. We all know. He also calls him out for wanting to portray himself as a gangster and wanting to be like Junior, aka Wayne. Gotcha. The other father figure the line addresses is infamous Texas hip hop legend Jay Prince, which y'all know Jay Prince has squashed a lot of beefs in the past and has relationships with Ye. he was involved in the whole Ye and Drake beef in the past as well, and was in that hilarious video where Kanye was apologizing and tried to reestablish their relationship. But let me go back to this and finish reading. Hold on a second. You want to be Junior? Let's see what else it says. Jay Prince, someone that Drake considers his mob ties. He and his family have been called boogeyman, responsible for a variety of deaths in the hip hop scene. In this context, Junior can refer to his son, Jay Prince Jr., implying that Drake wants to be looked at with a similar type of fear and respect, but forgets to have any street cred or crimes linked to him to back it up. Yeah, I mean, that's Drake as a lame has been going on for a long time. I don't think that's anything.
Time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you enough. I'ma shut the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told
now this line right here. This is one of those lines, which I think I should have a point tracker. We should track how many points we're going to give Kendrick. So I'm going to give him +1 points for this line. This is dope. He said, the first time I shot me a Drake, talking about obviously a gun, Draco, and also talking about Drake. Could be on the Control verse, could be several times throughout his history as an artist. But he said, the first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Now, with this line, to me, this kind of sets the stage for where the rest of the song is going to go. And I want to hold Kendrick to this standard, right? He said he learned the first time. That he's going to point down more. So y'all will have to let me know in the comments and in the chat. Is that the case? Was this a direct hit? Was it more of a miss? Yeah, I don't know. We're going to listen. We're going to keep listening to it and find out. But let's see. We'll keep going. But this is +1 for Kendrick for me.
to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nickel make Pac turn in his grave.
All right, obviously this has a double meaning too. Some of y'all may know there was a ring that was owned by Tupac. Let me see if I could find it. Hold on. Drake was Tupac ring. I think he bought it for like $2 million or something like that. This ring is fire, by the way. Here we go. Yeah, Drake brought us the most valuable hip hop artifact ever sold. Tupac Shakur's ring. Shakur designed the piece himself and wore it during his last public appearance before his death in 1996. Man, it was designed by him. It's the most valuable hip hop artifact ever sold at auction last week. Drake bought it for how much? For a little over $1 million. Y'all are saying you want to give him a point for the Parkinson's line? I'm not going to give him a point for that one. Wow. It says more than 3 times the pre-sale estimate of 200,000. Drake has been trolling for a long time, y'all. I don't think he even cared about this. He just bought it so nobody else who's a real hip hop artist could get it, which is hilarious, man. Shakur's fashioned the rubies, diamonds set in gold after the crowns of the medieval kings of Europe in an act of self-coronation. Yeah, shout out to him. That's a dope move. I like it. So anyway, that's what this line is talking about, because Drake brought the ring. And also, in addition, he says, I'd rather do that than let a Canadian ninja make Pac turn in his grave. Also referring to Drake's tailor-made freestyle that he did featuring Tupac as well. So, a lot going on here, a lot to break down.
Double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nickel make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay, it's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
All right, this annoys me. Y'all know how I feel about this in disses. This annoys me to no end. Stop calling dudes the GOAT, man. Even if you're gonna use it as, find another way. I hate this. I hate this in hip hop. I hate that. I hate that some people in the hip hop scene are letting this pass. I just want Chris Brown shots after. We're using Chris Brown as a reference, y'all. I want shots after shots after shots. Stop calling these dudes GOATs. He said, I see 3 GOATs left, and I seen 2 of them kissing on stage. Obviously talking about J. Cole and Drake recently. Man. And they go on to explain it, but I think y'all get that. Mr. Somebody in the chat says take away 1 point. I think I'm with you. We got to take away a point for that. And it gets worse, in my opinion. But we'll see. We're going to add up the points. So Kendrick is back at 0 for me. So we're keeping him still at a 5 out of 10 right now. All right. He said, I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more. Okay. But that's not true. We're going to get into why this isn't true here. So y'all remember this part where he says, I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more. Okay. All right. Let me rewind it a little bit. I did play it.
No more, okay. There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're Cole and Ivory, no, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you.
All right, so a lot of y'all know we mentioned this yesterday when we first reacted to it. YN Melly's ongoing case. He's actually in jail right now because he allegedly shot 2 of his closest friends. Which, shout out to DG. I see y'all in the chat too. Or shout out to DJ. Which, this is fine by me. I actually love this. I love this statement. I told y'all, if we're playing basketball. If we're playing basketball, it's me and my brother. We're playing basketball, right? And I know that he fell down the stairs and he injured his rib. And his rib hurts. When I'm playing basketball against him, if I've got the ball and he's playing up on me on defense, I'm going to take an elbow right into his ribs. Layup. That's just how I am. Super competitive. When we are competing, it's no, hey, let's be friendly. None of that. So I don't know where this is getting lost, because he's saying here, I pray they're my real friends. If not, it's YNW Melly. Then he's saying it's 3 GOATs left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. And then he also says, I have the crown right now. What? I'm confused, man. If y'all want to really break it down, we can break it down. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna break his ribs, but you're gonna feel it. It's crazy, man. Smokey the one said that's why niggas be you trying to end careers. No, I'm just trying to. Yes, you know what, Smokey? Yes. We're competing. I'm trying to end your career. Now, I don't want to injure you, like if you're not injured, but I'm gonna take an advantage. Hollywood Coast said ClassE. He said nigga. Yeah, so this is just weird to me. 2019, YNW Melly was charged with double homicide of 2 fellow rappers closely affiliated with his music collective, Young Ninja World. Kendrick implies that he's capable of the same thing if he believes his contemporaries' namely Drake and J. Cole, are untrustworthy. Although it's important to note that Melly's case was ultimately deemed a mistrial in July of last year. So yeah, a lot going on there. We're gonna keep it moving. I don't know. Maybe it's different in the music world. But if we're competing,
Crown is
we're
heavy.
compete.
I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning.
Now, this is a +1 for Kendrick. Because so we got to give him a point back. So he's at 6 right now. Right? He started off at 5 out of 10. He's at a 6 right now. This is crazy how he brought up Pusha T, which is, in my opinion, Drake's biggest L of his career. Pusha T got him. And he said, yeah, don't worry about Pusha P. Let me see you Pusha T. You better off spend it again on him. You think about pushing me. Woo! Oh, man. Yeah, and I just want to be clear. I'm not going to injure you, but if I know I have an advantage and you're already injured, I'm gonna put some pressure on you. Smokey, I'm not one of those dudes that's gonna, if you're going up for a layup, I'm gonna take your legs out. No, I'm not a dirty player, but yeah, if I know you're a little bit, if your ribs are a little bit sore, I'm gonna give you a little jab there. Anyway, this is Fire Line. We gotta give him another point for that. So he's at 6. Fire. Let me see what Genius says about this. Kendrick refers to the infamous 2018 beef between Pusha T and Drake after years of subliminal jabs and an actual diss track in the Duppy freestyle by Drake, which was dope, but Pusha T still, he got him, man. I'm sorry Drake, but he got you. Pusha T will respond to the story with the story of Adidon, where he famously exposed Drake for secretly having a child with a corn star. Dang. Yeah. So Drake's that in my opinion was Drake's biggest L of his career. Maybe arguably his only one. All right, we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Dang.
We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that
so
you
we'll get to these lines here in a second. Now this is interesting. Not this part so much. Terrence Crawford is a boxer. A lot of y'all know, arguably one of the greatest out there. So he's saying, yep, Pusha T, that's him, but I'm not gonna hold back. He also says, we ain't gotta get personal. This is a friendly fade. Oh. Let me ask y'all a question. This is to the chat. And this is to the comment section once I post this video. Do y'all think at this point Drake sees this as a friendly fade? As Kendrick put it, we ain't got to get personal. This is a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. When has Drake said that he wants to keep this friendly? This to me is strange. I hate it in the realm of competition. If you want to say leave family out of it, I don't know. That's fine. Family's already in it. As we're going to hear, he mentions family later on. Not necessarily taking shots at Drake's family, but taking shots at his parenting, him as a dad, different things like that. Now, Drake obviously brought up Whitney in a previous track, and it's clear Drake is ready. He's ready to go. He's like, hey, I know what it means when I mention your family. I know what it means if I mention your wife, your kids, whatever. So we don't need a warning. We already had a warning on like that. We've already had warnings in the past. This is where I was mainly disappointed in Kendrick because, again, I told y'all we were going to reference this track, or we were going to reference this verse here. In the beginning, he says, first time I ever shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today, I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Okay, you learn from your mistakes. And then you go on to say, We ain't got to get personal. This is a friendly fade. What? It doesn't make sense to me. Why is it friendly? I don't know. I'm missing something. It's time to take the gloves off, Kendrick. That's what we wanted. I mean, this track was fire. I'm not gonna lie, but are we gonna take the gloves off or what? I mean, what are we doing? Drake has been teasing and waiting and preparing and saying, "Let's go. I'm gonna bring up Whitney." Like, jeez, man. I don't know. We're waiting for it. Now we're gonna get into possibly some of the things that Kendrick has planned in the future with this first release when he brings up back to back, but we'll get into it here in a second. Let me rewind this a little bit. Here we go.
The greatest, it's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. You're my first one.
Oh man. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy right here. All right, so let's go back through this, because this, again, we got to give Kendrick his points back. So we took one away because I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this friendly stuff. Y'all are saying, "Oh, you got to read between the lines. Oh, he's thinking so deep." They say it a different way. Don't say we ain't got to get personal. This is a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. What is there to read into? This could have been left out. Put something else there. I don't want to hear it personally. Y'all can have your own opinions on it. Let's see. He said, this ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. Hey, I love him, man. Me too. Shout out to LeBron. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Y'all know, some of y'all have heard this is referring back to something DMX said, rest in peace, in a past interview on The Breakfast Club. If y'all haven't seen it, you should go check out that clip. I want to pull it up, but The Breakfast Club, they don't like you playing their stuff. So we're just going to leave it alone. Also, before we keep going on this, what is with the YSL references? I haven't seen anybody explain this. Let me see if Genius maybe has something. But he says he's referring to Drake here. Let's see. Let me see. It says in December 2019 interview with Rap Radar, Drake conceded that he lost the feud to Pusha T. Yeah, Drake he had to take that L. Pushin' P is a phrase popularized by Gunna from his song of the same name. Drake used the phrase himself on Rich Flex when he rapped, "I'm steady pushing P, you ninjas pushing PTSD." Oh man. P is also a nickname that Pharrell Williams uses, considering the previous line. This is likely a double entendre. Lamar tells Drake to stop pushing or dissing Pharrell and take on an actual rapper. Okay, I don't have a problem with that at all. Lamar and Pusha notably collaborated on this. Okay, yeah, so we know all that. It just seems there's something else there. So I don't know if this is just a double reference to Drake possibly being a rat, which Kendrick mentioned at the beginning. I want to go back and see if I could find it. Is it neutralized and slipping, calculated? He mentions, let me see, habitual liar, tooth they telling, get neutralized. Famous actor, you're moving like a degenerate. Every antic is distasteful, calculated. Let's see, pathetic. Finger pacifier. Yeah, I'm gonna find him here in a second. pathetic master manipulator. Oh, here we go. This is what it was. Fabricating stories on the family front, because you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. So this could be a reference to Drake being a rat, which goes back to these YSL references. Again, some more double entendres from Kendrick, where he's talking about Pusha P. Obviously, Drake used the line, but it's popularized by Gunna and Young Thug. And then he brings up Gunna here, where he says, I know some ish about ninjas that make Gunna wanna look like a saint. All right, so there he's saying he might have some inside information. We got to give him a +1 for that. So that puts him at 7 right now. We're gonna put this one at a 7. But anyway, he says this ain't about critics. This ain't about gimmicks. Not about who's the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I love it, man. I love it. I hate I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak diss. If I catch a flight, it's going to be direct. We hate the bitches you mess with because they confuse themselves with real women. Oh, is he talking about Sexy Red? He goes on to talk about Sexy Red in a minute. Is he talking about his BM, who is a former you-know-what star? Whew, I don't know. And notice I said we, not just me. I'm what the culture's feeling. I agree with him on that 1000%. The culture, they've never really embraced Drake, and I don't think they ever will, which is why, in my opinion, Drake is taking this art. He's taking this villain art. He's using the internet to continue to push himself. He's continuing to stay in the conversation and go against hip hop. And again, I mentioned to y'all, at the end of the day, when it comes to, if you want to say when it comes to hip hop, Drake's not going to have the respect. If we go throughout history, that could be true. All right. That could be true. But when it goes to overall music career, Drake is going to be up there and he's going to be mentioned amongst the best of the best. And there's just no denying that. That's stuff that you could take away from him. You could say that he's more relatable. He's multicultural, so he's able to relate to more people. He's done pop. He's done drill. He's done UK drill. He's done so many things to be able to push his brand and himself forward. But it's still, he still had his start here, which a lot of artists have and have taken advantage of that in the past. But I honestly, if you go back and look at Drake's history, he's wanted to be accepted and he's wanted to be a part of hip hop. But from the very beginning, as y'all could hear, it's coming out now. A lot of people, especially artists in the industry, weren't willing to let him into that conversation, maybe because of his background, maybe because of some of the ways he moved earlier, maybe because of his cosigns from Birdman and Lil Wayne. So you can hear in some of the interviews that he's done that he was hurt by that. And I think now he's absolutely taking the villain arc. He said, all right, I know when I get that I'm not going to be accepted by y'all. So I'm going to use everything I can at my power to continue to win in the areas that I can and troll y'all at the same time. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And with so many changes happening with hip hop, it's going to be interesting to see as time goes on how the story changes here, because Drake's star is just going to continue to get brighter because he has all of these other platforms and all these other avenues at his disposal. The hip hop community, in some cases, you could argue that it's torn. Even over this whole situation, it's torn by Drake and Kendrick. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future. It's still early. I know there's a lot of recency bias out there about both of these tracks, but anyway, let's get back into the lyrics. It was always about love and hate. I hate the way that you walk. Okay. I hate the way that you sneak diss. If I catch a flight, it's going to be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck. Oh man, I cursed on the morning show because they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said I'm what the culture is feeling. I agree. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough. What stories is he talking about? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're big enough? All right, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. And maybe we could argue that it's not Drake's fault, right? Because he got put on by, in my opinion, one of the greatest rappers alive, Lil Wayne. Got promoted by Birdman. You know, and the whole Young Money, Cash Money situation. So it might not be his fault, but in the same sense, you got artists like Future, you've got artists like Rick Ross who have majorly benefited from working with Drake. So if you want to say, Drake's trying to get black features because he wants to be seen as this, I don't know, black hip hop icon, y'all know that was never going to be the case. And I think Drake realized that early on too. But I mean, there was a give and take. A lot of these features that he got from black artists, they largely benefited from themselves. Again, Rick Ross, Future. There's several other artists we can name, even Wayne in some cases, as Wayne started to not make music as much and Drake started to continue to progress. So I don't know about this line. I'm not going to take away a point from it, but this whole black enough thing is just, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. It says, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. It's kind of lame too. You gonna make a ninja bring back Puff? Let me see. Oh, let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. All right, so y'all know Chubbs is Drake's right hand guy, and when he's talking about Puff here, so let's say it was back in, I want to say it was back in 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. There is a situation that happened with Puffy and Drake. So basically they were working with the same producer. I think it was Boy Wonder, and they had this beat. They both had this beat that they wanted to record on. And it's also alleged that Drake actually recorded on it while he was in the studio with Puff. But what ended up happening was Drake made a whole freestyle out of this beat from Boy Wonder, and he released it, and that has now come out to be the song 02100, which a lot of y'all know. So they ended up getting into a confrontation at, I don't remember it was either at a party or a nightclub or something like that. Puff and Drake got into a situation. It was physical. And then Chubbs, his right-hand guy, was there, tried to remove him from the situation. Drake actually got hurt and injured in the situation. He injured his shoulder. Allegedly, his shoulder got dislocated when Chubbs was trying to pull him out or pull him away from the fight. But the story has been that Puff put him in the hospital. I mean, it is what it is. I don't see how you could say it any different, because they got in a confrontation. Drake ended up in the hospital. Puff put him in the hospital. All right. So that's kind of what this line is referring to. He said, "You're going to make me bring back Puff because," yeah, I said pause. Relax. All right. Relax. Anyway, he said, you're going to make a ninja bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. So that's what this is referring to. A little bit of history there. And it also, I don't know if this is the case. It could also be kind of a double meaning, because once everything went down with Puff getting his house raided, he allegedly he had this trip planned, but he left the country. So when he says bring back Puff, it can mean two things. It can mean bring him back to put Drake back in the hospital. It could also mean bring him back because he's out of the country on some other things too. I think he's back in the country now though. Anyway, just my thoughts on that one. I don't know. It could be the case. Could be not. Could be. Let's keep it going. Let me rewind a little bit.
Black features till you finally feel that you're black enough. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one.
All right. Now, although this was a good line, we're not going to give Kendrick points for this because it's already been said, even though he did it differently and he did it. I think he did it well. He said, let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your ass from. Nah, this was fire, man. It's just one line, but he took it to another level. This is referring to the accusations that Rick Ross had with Drake getting plastic surgery done on his abs. That was hilarious, but you don't get any points for that. He's still at a 7 out of 10 right now. All right. He said, yeah, my first one, like my last one, is a classic. You don't have one. That's not true. Drake has so many classics. Some of y'all aren't going to like this either. I was listening as I was doing research. I went back and listened to 0 to 100, even though this doesn't determine it was a classic, because I mean, it's all based off of where you were born, what type of music you were listening to. And I was surprised, shocked, and even annoyed at how many of the lyrics I knew on 0 to 100. I mean, I made it over halfway through the track. It's like a 6 minute track. And I had the words, and I knew the words and the phrases that were coming up next. So that's just one song though. When he says Drake doesn't have any classics, nah.
Stop the cap.
Come on, Kendrick. We're not going to take a point away for that one. We'll leave him at 7 out of 10 right now. But yeah, that's just not true. All right, V12 is a fast one. Bow. Oh, we got to rewind this one. Said ClassE, he's talking about classic albums though. Name a classic album. Are you serious? We're not doing this. We're not gonna talk about classic albums. I'm good.
See if Chubbs really crashed.
You can go look
my
it up.
First one like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell them where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one. Bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with.
All right, well, we got to go back. This was a dope line too. Not going to get a point for this one. He says, headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Some of y'all might not know Daft Punk. They have... Oh, this is hilarious. This is what... Hold on. I don't want to put Daft Punk, Drake. Hold on. Let's just type in Daft Punk. This is what Daft Punk looks like. It got helmets on. Dang. That's crazy. So I thought that was funny. Y'all are saying, do we really want to go through Drake? Gosh. Why are we doing this, man? Could you just look? Even if you want to take one, you could take views. You could take care. Thank me later. Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
Don't do that. We're not gonna have this conversation. I'm not gonna go over no classic albums. Let's just keep it moving. Jeez. That is a wild statement.
My middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like middle name is Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they
Here
playing
we
with?
go.
Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit, only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the
Okay, so if y'all are gonna say Views was a classic, you gotta tell me what determines what a classic album is then. So if y'all are gonna say this isn't a classic, that's not a classic, then you have to tell me in the comments right now what determines what a classic album is. Because I mean, I clearly don't know. So if you're gonna say Views is not, this is not a classic album, that's not a classic album, what do you determine a classic album is? Let me know. Here we go.
middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the
Hold on,
playing with.
let me rewind a
You
little
gon'
bit.
make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. This a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with?
Uh-oh, he brought Top
Extortion,
Dog
my
into
middle
it.
name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with.
Uh-oh.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still.
Dang, all right, here we go. Some more shots. There's a lot to go through here. So he said, okay, extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane. Not going to go back into the whole plane thing again. I'm allergic to the lame-ish. Only you like being famous.
Stop the cap.
I don't know about that one. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a F about who you hang with. This is again playing into allegedly Yachty writes a lot of Drake's hits, and also I guess Drake allegedly his fashion sense comes from Yachty even too. Y'all are saying in the chat, a classic album to me still has relevance 5 to 6 years later. So if that's the case, you're saying thank me later, take care. Just two. I just want to name two. They have no relevance now. Relevance in what way? Y'all gotta do better than that, man. I love the back and forth, but this is crazy. If I put on some of the songs from both of these albums and we were in the same room, y'all would be holding back. Going like this. Just stop, man. If I say, okay, you can thank me now, you're going to finish the line, and then you're going to start singing it through your head, and then you're going to go listen to it later. Stop it. Go ahead. Thank me later. Yeah, you know what I said. Stop it. It's okay. You could thank me now. Oh, a song is different than an album. All right. This is where the conversation ends. Let's keep it going. That's just one song.
Lame shit, only you like being famous.
Hey,
Yachty.
I'm a LeBron hater. I cannot stand LeBron James. And I'm okay with that. I stand on it. I say I'm a LeBron hater. To me, he would have to win 6 more championships for him to be the GOAT. I can't stand LeBron, the way he plays the game, his mindset. Can't stand it. All right. I'm a hater, but I'm not going to frame it in a way to where it diminishes what he's done in his career. If you're a Drake hater, just say that. If you're a Drake hater, just say it. It's fine. Say you're a Drake hater. You can't stand Drake. I'm okay with that. But don't act like this man has no classic albums. Let's just
stop the cap.
Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'll say it this way. I don't skip any songs on Kenny's album.
Stop the cap.
Wow. Hip hop's in a funny place, man. Here we go. We're gonna go back. We're gonna run a little.
You're my first one, like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Didn't tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you...
Okay, here we go now. This is something interesting. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. So this is allegedly, there's some speculation that this is referring to first person shooter. Now, some of y'all may have been here for my take on first person shooter. I was disappointed that Drake left Kendrick off of first person shooter just because I think things were at a good place to where Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole could have made that track together and even further the big three debate, right? But apparently Kendrick turned him down. Kendrick said, I don't want to be on first person shooter. He said he was surprised. He said, we've got some stuff to address. So I think he's probably saying he was surprised because they weren't at a good place. So maybe there's something else still there. I don't know what it is. I don't think some people know what it is. Let me see if Genius is going to give us some more insight into what's going on. Because at the time first person shooter came out, I thought I could have seen them doing a track together, even if they weren't in a great place. In the spirit of competition, I could see it happening. But yeah. So, and Smokey's saying in the chat, I thought he was left off. So did I. And I even said to Drake, I'm like, Drake, man, why'd you leave Kendrick off a first person shooter? He should have been on there. And now it's interesting to see that it's possible he was invited and he declined. If that's the case, honestly, I don't care either way. It doesn't make me have more respect for Kendrick that he declined to be on it. It would be on brand for him not to do it, especially if he's saying he's Kobe. He's got that Mamba mentality. He's not trying to be all buddy and friends and, hey, let's team up together and make this amazing track. It's like, no, this is me and this is you. I'm the hip hop guy. I make hits and crank out tons of music that people want to listen to guy. So we're just two different lanes. So we're going to keep it separate. I get that. And also it also goes back to the line where he was talking about keeping it friendly. He's like, hey, we can be cool. We can do our own thing, but we're going two separate ways. So, which is why I get that. I might have to reload this page again. Genius is acting crazy. Let me see. Because I want to see if they give some more insight into that line. Here we go. Mecha 2 Goats, verse 2. Said he was surprised. Kendrick reveals that Drake reached out for a feature, likely something before the release of Like That. Okay, so maybe it wasn't on Like That. Maybe it was something else. This has sparked speculation that most likely Kendrick was supposed to feature First Person Shooter. On First Person Shooter, as it features 2 out of the 3 of the big 3. Kendrick finds this strange considering the 2 have been sneak dissing for the past 10 years. And they haven't resolved the disagreements they've had with each other. When Kendrick mentions they have some stuff to address, He isn't just talking about addressing and squashing the beef, but the entire history of what it led up to. Yeah, I can see that. This is a thought I just had. Can you imagine if what we're deciphering is true, and like that was possibly a throwaway verse? Oh man. I just thought about this. Did we get to the part where he mentions the cease and desist yet? No, we didn't get to that. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. What if the like that verse was supposed to be on first person shooter? What if the like that verse was supposed to be on first person shooter, and the reason that Drake filed a cease and desist because he was sent that verse first, and then something happened to where Kendrick was like, nah, I don't want to be on it. Because I could see the like that verse, if he's saying it's a throwaway, being on first person shooter. Because even if he's saying forget the big three, it's just Big Me, that would be a great jump off for everything that's happening right now. I wonder if anybody has some background on that. Somebody does. Somebody knows. That would be, I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. That would be crazy. Anyway, that's just a theory. I don't have anything to prove that's the case, but that would still be kind of crazy.
Where did you dress? Surprise, she wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Nigga. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact.
All right, I'm not gonna take points away from this. I'm not going to take points away from this. You want to talk about cringeworthy? He said, where's it go? Still love when you see success. Aww. Everything with me is blessed. I want to take a point away for this so bad. Man, I want to take a point away for this, but I'm gonna let him have it just because the other points he got taken away were just so bad. But this is like you're in the ring with somebody, punch them in the face, they stumble back. Hey man, you good? You all right? No, get in there. Like, what is happening here? Oh, this is cringeworthy. It's hilarious that he mentioned something cringeworthy and then says this after that. He said, keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. This is obviously referring to him. Hey, we want to have a back and forth. I'm cool with that. It's fine. We'll play the game. All right. He said, I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where is the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Ooh, wee. That's a new one. That's a new one. We might have to give him a point for that. I know they call you the boy, but where is the man? Because I ain't seen him yet. That was good. I like that one. Let me rewind it a little bit and we'll keep it going.
When you see success, everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Yeah. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on.
Oh man. I want to take a point for this, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Now, it's funny he brought up Sexy Red. Sexy Red's out here catching strays, which I'm all for. Because speaking of haters, I cannot stand Sexy Red. Can't stand her. I hate that she's in this community. I hate what she's promoting to the community. It's just tasteless, classless. And I know most of y'all who are in the community aren't about that. And there's a whole other thing behind why she's being promoted and why she's being pushed. But I wish she would just, yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's just me. Here we go. He said, when I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe that you see two bad bitches. Kendrick, all right. We'll give you that one. It's funny. He said, I believe you don't like women. It's a real competition. You might pop ass with them. God dang. Yeah, and I see some of y'all in the chat saying you can't stand Sexy Red. Good. I'm ready. I'm ready for this era to be over. Now, interesting enough, this again, in my opinion, is a double entendre. Right? Because not only is he saying Drake allegedly has some gay tendencies, because he says when I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. But then he also says, I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. So this could also be referencing back to the allegations of Drake not being into women, but being into younger girls. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, all right. So he's going to address the push-ups, the popular push-ups line here in a second. Let's rewind it. Keep it going.
Yeah, matter of fact, I ain't even bleed them yet. Can I bleed them back? When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on I like that record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around?
All right. So he says, oh man, there's a lot here. So first of all, he said, let's speak on percentage. Show me your split. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. Genius explains this well. Are they going to it? Well, Kendrick responds to the following lines from Push-Ups. Plus your pull your contract because we got to see the splits. The way you're doing splits, bish, your pants might rip. Dang. Drake says that K-Dot's pants might rip, referencing a 50% split of earnings that Kendrick supposedly had with Top Dog, who he mentioned earlier. K-Dot twists the scenario on Drake by asking him to reveal how much money he makes off his own intellectual property in the music business versus the label he's signed to. Now, Drake does have a unique deal with this record label. So, he had a lot of leverage when he signed this deal, and maybe we'll have to go over one of his deals here soon. But anyway, it would be interesting to see what's going on there. K-Dot also sets up upcoming bars about how Drake was signed to a record label, Young Money, that was signed underneath multiple parent companies, so he was only receiving a portion of his profits, as Pusha T mentioned on Exodus 23:1. All right, let's keep it moving.
Like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. They tell them to pray, know nothing about that. They giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I got.
All right, so before we get to this next line, I don't know about this one. Now, this is obviously going back to Drake hiding his son, even though we say he was hiding his son. Maybe he just didn't want people to know about Adonis yet. He didn't have a chance to tell people about Adonis, which made the story of Adidon so powerful, obviously. But I don't get him. It seems like Drake, from what we see, again, it's just social media. We don't know. We're not close to Drake. We know the kind of lifestyle he lives, that he's pretty close. But I guess he's pretty close to Adonis. But I guess what Kendrick is saying is, you're out here doing all this stuff. There's no way you're being a good father. I mean, yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one right there. But he said he's going through all the things, teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Discipline, I would have to disagree with that. You don't get to where Drake is without being disciplined. Or extremely lucky, which I don't think he is. Let's keep going. Let's see. Give him the tools and give him the tools to walk through life like day by day. Know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. All right, so we're getting to this next part.
I know nothing about that. Teaching no morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too. I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a big nigga.
Shout out to Kendrick. That was fire. Yeah. Yeah, that was it right there. This is one of my favorite sections, or my favorite lines in the song. Went crazy. He said, ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack ninjas that right with you. Oh my God. Again, it's not anything new. This whole Drake ghostwriter thing has been going on for a long time. Y'all have seen his credentials, seen his background. We know he can write, but it's still funny that they keep bringing this up. I don't have a problem with it. He said, yeah, bring him up. He said, bring him out too. I'll clean him out too. Tell Beam that they better stay right with you. Now, I don't know who Beam is. Do y'all know who Beam is in the chat or in the comments? Let me know. Oh, okay, here we go. It says Beam is a multi-talented artist and producer and songwriter within the music industry. He has collaborated with Beyonce, is a good friend of Justin Timberlake, and notably has writing credits on Drake and 21 Savage's Rich Flex and major distribution from 2022 Her Loss. Okay. The Miami artist also helped write Migos Having Our Way from 2021, which also featured Drake. Oh, okay. So it's a ghostwriter. Contingent with the previous line, Kendrick alleges Drake needs people like Beam to assist him in writing his tracks. Yeah, when you're putting out music like Drake's putting out music, there is no way you could perform at that level and not have help with writing. So it just is what it is at this point. It's two different games. I think the distinction's been made. This has been a long-lasting criticism against the Toronto rapper ever since Meek Mill similarly called him out for it in 2016 during their beef, which nobody cares about. Kendrick purposely, goodness, name drop Beam instead of other alleged Drake ghost writers like Quentin Miller, because a beam is another term for a laser sight on a gun. Kendrick is suggesting that Drake stay with his beam or his ghost writer, equating beam to Drake's hypothetical weapon in this situation, both implying that Drake hides behind writers and is not as threatening as he asserts himself to be in his raps. I can see that. He says, am I battling ghosts? Am I battling ghosts or AI? I'm feeling like Joel Osteen. Funny, he was in a film called AI, and my sixth sense telling me to off him. Dang. Come on, Kendrick, do it. That's what we're waiting for, man. Let's go ahead and run this one back. We're almost there, y'all.
Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI, and my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in they coughing. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hog King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheese and farm. We could do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas.
Yo, this is crazy. Did y'all see? I said this is hilarious though, because what did Kendrick say about not borrowing accents? I didn't catch this the first time I listened to it too. He says, tell me you cheesing, fam. Oh my gosh. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Ooh wee. That was a dope line. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick. This is hilarious, man. Obviously, tell him not to speak on the family because, hey, he said he's got people everywhere. Definitely a threat, which is, I'm surprised to hear from Kendrick because he keeps saying he's trying to keep it friendly. He said, what I learned is ninjas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a ninja off one at a time with it. We can be on the 3-hour time difference. Canada. All right, let's keep it moving. We're almost to the end of this one.
Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at Newhall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing, fam. We could do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, there's something you don't wanna do. Ooh.
All right, there it
We
goes.
don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
That outro was hilarious too.
We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
He said stop. All right, that's it, y'all. That's the full breakdown. So overall, I originally had it at 7 out of 10. We had to take away a couple of points for some of the things that were mentioned in there, in my opinion. But for the overall song, I got to give Kendrick another point. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. So overall, the beat, the transitions, the flow, the switch ups, all the way he took some of the things that were already said about Drake and changed them and made it into his own way. So I think he did a great job on this one. Great response. The outro was absolutely hilarious, man. He said, we don't want to hear you say ninja no more. God dang. Taking whatever piece of Drake's black card that he had left. I feel you, Drake. It's all good, man. What was another thing? Tell me you cheesing, fam. That was hilarious. But I really want to know more about what's going on with the cease and desist with Like That. Because as we talked about yesterday before I had the lyrics and before we had more information, I said Drake had to have had some part in Like That as a whole or a piece of Like That, whether he did the hi-hats on the beat or maybe he had some part in writing something for one of the verses, or he was in the studio and while they were, something there. But now correlating that with Kendrick saying that Drake wanted him on the song, he turned him down, and then he went and also said that Drake sent a cease and desist for Like That. I wonder if the two correlate somehow. Y'all remember this. If it turns out that's the case, you heard it here first. All right. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, Kendrick, I love it, man. I want to know what y'all think about who won that first round, and then I'll give my opinion too. Let me see what y'all are saying in here. Shout out to Alexa Ray is in the building. She says, I absolutely cannot stand Sexy Red. Yeah, we're going to call her Rexy said over here. Smoking the One said, Rexy said is the GOAT. She's got a classic album.
Stop the cap.
See, this is why I can't talk to y'all sometimes. Let me go way back in the chat because y'all have been in here for a minute. Let me see. Mr. Tesla's not feeling the I pray they're my real friends line. Yeah, me either. We took away a point for that. Kobe would not say that, Kendrick. If you want to bring up Kobe, then yeah. King Leela's in here. She says, good morning. Hope y'all not talking ish about K-Dot. That's all. Yeah, we had a little bit of smoke for K-Dot, but not too much. I think this was a solid track. Overall, I like it. I rock with it. I think he did what he needed to do. But I just wish, the reason it's not a 10 out of 10, because he really didn't take any major shots other than him saying, Drake sent a cease and desist. He might be a rat. which it leaves us wondering, but there was really nothing that he said that was like, oh man, I can't believe he said that about Drake. We didn't hear anything new. Leela said, nah, Drake is a, oh, okay. Y'all can see the emoji. He hurt. Of course it's not personal, but K-Dot not being literal anyway when he said that. Leela, stop it.
Stop the cap.
He literally said, how was he not being literal? I don't know. Maybe I just don't think on that level. So y'all have to help me out. Smoking the One said, that's why Ninja's saying it's weak, Leela, going straight over their heads. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's going over my head because he mentioned it twice. Smoking the One said he talking about that that gay ass picture. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Also, if y'all disagree or you agree, I have the link pinned in the chat if y'all want to call in and give your opinion. I know some of y'all are working it and you're not able to call in. So if you want to call in, definitely do that and let me know. Let's see. What else are y'all saying? Free is in here. Shout out to Free. What else? DJ says Puff better lay low. Yeah, I can see that. Mr. Tesla says for the same reason Usher got put in the hospital by Diddy. Oh my. Hey yo. If you're reading this. Says Hollywood Co. Classic album. Take Care. Take Care's got to be up there. Let's see. Let's look at the track list for Take Care. We got Over My Dead Body, Shot for Me, Headlines, Crew Love, Take Care, Marvin's Room, Buried Alive, Interlude, Underground Kings, Will Be Fine, Make Me Proud, Lord No, God dang. Cameras, Do It Wrong, The Real Her, Look at What You've Done, Hell Yeah, Hell Yeah, Hell Yeah, HYFR, Practice, The Ride, The Motto. Come on, man. That's it. Stop it. Smokey, where you at? All right, and y'all say Damn has no skips. Let me see what else y'all are saying in the chat. Let's see. Wave Lord was up in here. He says Views was a classic. All right, we can just agree to disagree on that one. Vicente says the extortion part is a reference to rappers having to check in to the West Coast. Yeah, you could say the same about the East Coast too. Honestly. Miss Gab says call him out. Yeah, I'm calling out everybody who's over here talking about classic albums, man. Smoking the One says he has good songs, but classic albums is a no for me. So what would you say about Beyonce, who hasn't won a Grammy for a classic album? Do you agree with the Grammy, Smokey? Let me know. So got him cranked up. Hollywood Cole said, I hate when you say nooka. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Oh, Smoking the One said, yeah, he's saying he mentioned it. ClassE, didn't I say it was old verses? I knew it. Yep. Shout out to Smoking the One talking about the like that verse. There's something there. There's something there. Maybe we'll find out about it. Maybe not. I don't know. Wave Lori said, y'all wanna bet they tour together when the beef is over? Wave Lori. No, that can't happen. That can't happen. That can't happen. There's no way. Drake would do it, but there's no way Kendrick could. There's no way that Kendrick would do that ever. Nah, man, don't say that. Mikey Gascan said, I really felt when Kendrick said it's just big me. because that's how I feel. Also, good morning. Shout out to you. Y'all are talking about Beam. Hollywood Coast said, I thought Joel Osteen is a pastor. Yeah, he is. And Vicente says, you're right. You're right, Haley. Joel Osteen was the boy from The Sixth Sense. Yeah, exactly. And Joel Osteen, the pastor. Mikey Gaskin says, yo, I had to leave to hear that all the way through. Oh, shout out to Free Free up in here. He said, ClassE, what's up? You're Amistad passenger looking. God dang. Shout out to Free Free. Mikey Gaskin also says, Nikki's taking hella shots at Meek too. No wonder I can't blow up. I refuse to sleep with dick. Oh my God. Can't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Mikey Gaskin says, I think Views is a classic other album. Wouldn't call it a classic hip hop album. Yeah, classics is fire. Free Free said this. He said the track by Kendrick was light because it's forgettable. It's not mainstream. Free Free. I would disagree. I wouldn't say it's forgettable. I'm going to remember this one. There were too many lines in there that were just on point. So I don't think it's forgettable. It's not mainstream though. Push-Ups is way easier to listen to than Euphoria. Euphoria is kind of, you got to be a hip hop fan to listen to it. But either way, let me see what y'all said about who won the first round. I'm not surprised because we do have a large hip hop community base here. We had over 50, it looks like 50 something votes, and 64% of y'all. Wow, I'm surprised it was that low. I thought it would be higher. 64% of y'all said Kendrick won that first round. All right, it's official. Congratulations to Kendrick. He won that first round. Also, I had it. Let me see if I can find it. I had it somewhere else too. Oh yeah, here we go. I also had a I also put a poll up on my YouTube channel, and it looks like we had 1,600 votes. And still, I asked which one was better. 77% of the community said that Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar was better. So it looks like round one goes to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick, man, taking home the win in that first round. I don't know. I can't say that I agree. I didn't do a lyric breakdown of Push-Ups. We kind of went through it when it first came out, but we didn't do an actual lyric breakdown. But I would definitely want to compare at some point. I don't know. Let me see. And I think this is tough too, because with Push-Ups, Drake went at 5 or 6 different artists, right? Well, probably closer to 8 or 9. And we reviewed that a couple of weeks ago. Drake went at several artists. He really hasn't had a track that was completely dedicated to Kendrick other than the tailor-made freestyle. So if you want to count the tailor-made freestyle, I guess you can. Either way, I would probably lean more towards Kendrick taking this round as well. But yeah, this has been crazy. I'm looking forward to hearing Drake's response, because a lot of y'all heard what I said yesterday. I think Drake's gonna respond by Friday. I would be surprised if he didn't. Shout out to the dislike button guy. He says, hi, Whitney. Dang. Mr. Tesla says Kendrick will be down for the tour. He said Kendrick wants to be friends. He said he wants to keep it friendly. He didn't say he wants to be friends. I will give him that, Mr. Tesla, but yeah, I don't rock with that at all. Free says, I'm a fan of hip hop and I don't care for it. He's talking about Euphoria. He says, as long as he took it was supposed to be a diss to make you not even want to hear another response from Drake. As long as he took it. Oh, okay. He said, as long as he took, meaning it was what, 17 days, I think Axe said. It was supposed to be a diss to make you not even want to hear another response from Drake. Yeah, this one did not close the door. I agree with Free Free on that. This one, it wasn't like, man, Drake's career is over. No, we still have a lot of questions that need to be answered. And I think Kendrick is being calculated as well. He's going to continue to let some more information out. Wave Lori said there's already AI responses. I believe it. Let me see if we can find some good ones. Do you have a link to some of them, Wave Lori? Let's see. I haven't seen the dislike button says Kendrick diss Drake's trolling, so it's a bit hard. He didn't troll on push-ups at all. But when it came to the tailor-made freestyle, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't even count that one. But we got to be fair. And if Kendrick dropped the tailor-made freestyle, most of the community or most of the Drake fans would say it counts towards this round. So we got to count it for Drake. I honestly wish he hadn't dropped that one just because I don't think it was worth it. And then Mr. Tesla says, yeah, Drake, you have some questions to answer, bro. I agree. Bruh, Brother Lynch versus Drake. Who's winning a rap battle? Ooh, y'all let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think. Let's, dang, this song is just, it's so long. It's so long, but I want to compare real quick. I could never be nobody a number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. Okay, so yeah, see, this is a tough thing because here he's talking about Future. This is a tough thing with push-ups and Euphoria because he's talking about Future here. You know what? Can get booked outside America. You can't get booked outside of America for Nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. Talking about Tokyo. That line was crazy too. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was a friend zone. You won't ever take your chain off. You won't ever take no chain off us. How the F you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? Yo, that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. This the bark with the bite, ninja. What's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Dang. Extortion baby, whole career you've been shook up. And then Kendrick referenced extortion as well in his Euphoria response. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups, huh? Your last one bricked, you really not ish. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contracts cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bish, your pants might rip. You better do that MF and show inside the biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Let's see. Free said, would you not agree Kendrick could have went harder? He's asking me. Yes. Yeah, I agree. There were some good lines in there, but I think he could have went harder. But from a lyrical standpoint, I give it an 8. Just overall, I have to give it an 8 because I think he did some things that were unique. I think he got his point across. The only thing I don't like is the whole friendly thing, Free. It just bothers me. Don't keep it friendly unless you got something to hide. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to the basketball court and you say, hey man, we're doing free throws this game. I'm gonna be like, what? No, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna be shooting layups the whole game. It's not gonna be fun. You're gonna be getting fouled. You're gonna try and get me to reach. I don't want to play. Like if we're gonna play, let's play. And Free says, so what was that? A diss response saying you the best? No, he took some shots at Drake, but yeah, he didn't really say anything new, Free, other than the cease and desist, which we still haven't heard. So I don't know, Free, it's tough. That's why I said I'm leaning more towards Kendrick, but I really have to sit down and compare the two. And I think Drake kind of messed things up because he went at so many artists in this track. Let's see, for the Swifties, to Top say drop, you better drop and give him 50. Pipsqueak pipe down. You ain't no big three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label boy, you in the scope right now. And you're gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your butt. I had to hike down. See this part right here. I mean, this is the type of stuff I wanted to hear from Kendrick, which he had some of it, but Drake, I don't know, man. I don't know. But big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the F is this? A 20v1 ninja? What's a prince to a king? You a son, ninja? Drake is good at making hits, boy. I tell you what. Get more love in the city than you. Yeah, see, Drake is just taking shots after shots after shots. Kendrick was more lyrical with it, which I think is why it's hard for a lot of people to relate to. And I think it's tough for me too, because I'm in both worlds, right? I get the business side and the industry side, and I love and understand what Drake has been able to do to promote his brand. But also on the lyrical side, I get what Kendrick is doing, and I get his approach to the game. So this is tough. This is tough for me, man. Get more love in the city that you from, ninja. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, ninja. Yeah, I'm the sixth god. I'm the front runner. Y'all ninjas manager was Chubb's little blunt runner. Dang. Claim the six, and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing able bread out here tricking. It's just for the bitches. He doing for the ninjas. What the fuck? Jets, whips, chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. That line was crazy. Spin it like you trying to F, boy, you tripping. Boy, you tripping. Drizzy Chippendale probably got your bitch Chanel. Talking about taking everybody's chick. I just got him done, boy. Don't make me chip a nail. All right, now, hey. What? That line's got to go. Rolling Loud stage, y'all were turned. That was slick as hell. It's probably changed if your BM start to kiss and tell. Ooh. Is he talking about Tokyo? Is he talking about... There's a lot there. I'll be rocking every effing chain I own next visit. Hey, when he goes out to the West Coast, he says he's going to have every chain on. I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney. I don't know, y'all. The more I read this, the more I'm like, dang, Drake went crazy. Top say drop your little midget ass. Shout out to Mikey Gascan. He said, love this show for real. Appreciate you, man. It wouldn't be possible without y'all. I'd just be here talking to myself. So thank y'all for being active and being involved. I don't know, man. Drake took some shots. This is tough, man. Where's Free Free at? Free Free said, I mean, as competition, you would go 70% in the finals. Yeah, what do you mean? Shout out to Mr. Santos is in here. The new timer says Drake was confident about all this. I think he has something. He does not want to be friends. He does not want to keep it friendly. He's not saying, oh, I hope we're friends after this. No, y'all excluded him from the camp. You said he'll never be that guy in hip hop. And now he's ready to take hip hop down. And J. Cole apologized, said, I'm out. Kendrick is holding back for whatever reason. And the biggest thing he had was, oh, Drake likes underage girls, and he may have sent a cease and desist for like that. I mean, Drake is ready to destroy. He's ready to burn it all to the ground. Not on some friendly, you know what. So, hey, better drop and give me 50. Hey, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. Hey. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like Ricky. Can't believe he's jumping in. This ninja turning 50. God dang. Every song, which is funny because Ye jumped on the Like That remix, which is interesting. I don't think he was talking about Ye here though. Obviously, because this came out before Ye did the remix. Or did it? Something to think about. Every song that made it on the chart, he got from Drizzy. He's talking about Rick Ross. Spend that little check you got and stay out my business. Ninja shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty, taking shots at John Morant, who I can't stand. We know why you mad, Ninja. I ain't even tripping. Drake was probably in the DMs of somebody. All that little heartbroken Twitter ish is for the bitches. This is for all the top dogs. Drop and give me 50. Drop. So top dog, double entendre here. Talking about top dogs. I mean, it could be a triple entendre because he's talking about top dogs. Obviously, if you're a top dog, that's one meaning. It also could be talking about For All the Dogs, his album. And then it also is already talking about Top Dog, who has links to Kendrick. And then he goes, drop and give me 50. Drop. Y'all, I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. And that effing song y'all did not start the beef with us. It's been brewing in a pot. Now I'm heating up. Yeah, that's true. Kendrick mentioned the same thing. I don't care what Cole think. That dot ish was weak as food. Free says not give it your all. I mean, everyone feels like Kendrick is holding back. Who holds back in a competition where you're trying to find the alpha? Shout out to Free. He said, I mean, as competition, you're not going to go 70% in the final. This is it. Drake is, I don't know, y'all. I might have to take it back. I know there's a lot of recency bias going on. We heard Kendrick's track. Everybody's going crazy over it. But Drake is, if you look at it bar for bar, Drake is going crazy. And he's fighting 7, 8, 9 different people at one time. I don't care what Cole. Oh man, it's been brewing in the pot. Now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think. That dot ish was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping. He is not effing easing up. Ninja's calling Top to see if Top want to piece it up. Top want to piece it up. Nah, now you on your own when you speaking up. You done rolled deep. You done rolled deep to this. It's not effing deep enough. Pause. Begging Kaisa not, boy. You not effing beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out of here, which is true. You not effing creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here. You not effing sneaking up. Cornball, your show money meets. Cornball, your show money merch, money feed to us. Cornball, your show money merch money fee to us. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up. Drop and give me 50. All you effing ninjas teaming up. I don't know. Drake might got him. Free says, from what I expected from Kendrick and what I got from him, I consider it mid. I think Kendrick should have gone hard on this track. If Drake dropped a good response, will be lame for Kendrick to talk about all those things again. Which people have been talking about for decades. Mr. Santos, that is a great point. Hollywood Coey looks like he's taking a turn. He said it's a tie. Drake did this against 6 other artists. He mentioned John Morant. He took shots at Rick Ross, Future, Metro, The Weeknd. Top Dog. It might be 51-49 Drake. Just because Drake had the, as he mentioned, I mean, he got teamed up on and he held his own pretty well. Which is why this is why I'm torn about round 1 versus round 2. This is why I want to call Euphoria the start of round 2, because the Like That verse is where it all started. Push-ups was a response. All right. Drake would have won that first round. Now we're going on to round 2, Euphoria versus Drake's next response, right? Because it's got to be a call and then it's got to be a response. A call and then a response. So the call was a throwaway 16 bars on Like That. The response was push-ups. Nah, Mr. Santos, I got you. You're good. You're good. Thank you for being here, man. Shout out to Mr. Santos for Brazil. Give him a round of applause. Free says piggybacking off of Ross was a bad move. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna let the recency bias get to me, because looking at this, Drake handled himself pretty well. Just going by the lyrics. Kendrick says, okay, you're not as calculated. Superpowers get neutralized. All right, saying you're not black. You're not a rap artist. You're a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. No, Drake doesn't care. He's made it clear he doesn't care. I make music that electrify him. You make music that'll pacify him. I think Kendrick just lyrically, he's just on another level, but Drake took direct shots. This is tough, man. I'm calling it a tie for now. I'm with Hollywood Co. It's a tie. It's gotta be. I'm torn. I gotta go through this again and really look at it. And I don't know, maybe I'll give my verdict tomorrow, but this is wild, y'all. This is wild. I'm enjoying it though. Hey, not only is it a great time to be in the hip hop community, it's a great time to be a hip hop content creator, music content creator. Am I right? I mean, we just sat here for 2 hours talking about these lyrics. So I appreciate y'all being here, man. So we are, let me see. No one called in. Oh, somebody did call in. Hold on a second. I missed the call-ins. Who is this over here? Let me see. Oh, it's Coral. Hold on. Let me see if I can get Coral. Coral, are you still there? Coral, can you hear me?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, there it is. Coral's in the building. I forgot the phone line, man. Coral, what's up with you? What you got to say on this whole thing, man?
No, you're good, yo. What's good?
What's up with you?
If you ask me, after getting all the stuff that I got, all the stuff that I learned, Drake slid and won, bro. He got that easy.
All right, talk about it, man. Talk about it.
Okay, so if you really think about it, Drake and Kendrick's dissident, like,
Uh-oh, we might have lost them. Uh-oh, I think we might have lost Coral. Hey, shout out to Fortino over on BandLab. I see y'all on BandLab too. Dang, I think we lost him. That's a shame. It would have been dope to get a call in there. If y'all want to call in, y'all can call in too. Let me do this. We'll do this real quick. Let's see. Mikey Gaskin says, have you ever thought these guys are all really buddies? Well, Kendrick mentioned it. They are buddies, and they're doing this to take our eyes off what's really going on in hip hop. I think they're just highlighting the war that's going on in hip hop, in the culture, in, I mean, some could even argue the black culture overall. I don't think it's a distraction. I think it's just a highlight of the conflict that's been in hip hop for years. And Drake is really showing and putting on a masterclass of how powerful hip hop is and how you can utilize it for your own benefit. I don't think it's necessarily in a negative way, because Drake truly wants to be in and a part of and accepted by the hip hop community. But because of some of the moves he's made in the past, because of his appearance, because of the way he sounds, some of the things he's had to deal with, he's just not going to be let in by that. And I think now he's just fully accepting that, taking this villain arc and say, okay, this is how you want to go. Then I can use the power of these other avenues to show you that y'all ain't all that. Honestly. So I get what you're saying, but I think it's a little bit of both. Santos says, for a woke rapper, Kendrick's trying to talk down about Drake's blackness is lame. I agree 100%. It's just, it's lame. You're right, Santos. The dislike button guy says, that's a dope name, by the way. Bro, Drake's diss is actually better because like the breakdown is insane. And the fact that he dissed more people than one is crazy. Now I feel like everyone is going Kendrick because we can hear his bars. Yeah, and it's a recency bias, I think, for sure. If you really look at the lyrics, if you look at the songs side by side, I think Kendrick had key moments, but Drake, he had a more of a sustained flow of just rapid fire, shot. Kendrick, the song, it had to build up. He had little references here, little references there, and things in between, but Drake was just firing off the whole thing. So it's tough, man. It's tough. The only thing I don't like about this beef is Kendrick's fans. Oh man. Yeah, that comes with the game. I'm not mad at it. I think it's great. Don't mistake me with saying, let me just say it this way. I think having diehard super fans as an artist is the biggest accomplishment you can have. So when it comes to the Kendrick fans, if Kendrick were to put out Mary Had the Little Lamb over a Metro Boomin track and Kendrick fans were like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing that has ever been dropped. Drake, he just wrote a nursery rhyme about you, and oh, you're not hearing the lyrics. Actually, what he was saying was he's saying Drake is a little lamb, and Drake's a little lamb because all he does is follow Birdman and Wayne. And when he's talking about Mary, he's talking about Mary Jane because Lil Wayne likes to smoke. It's like they would find a way to make it work, right? And that to me is, as an artist, that is the biggest accomplishment you can have. So shout out to all the Kendrick fans. Shout out to the Drake fans. I hope that I have fans like that are just like, hey, I'm going to support you no matter what. Now, needless to say, I don't want all of them to be like that, but I think that's dope as an artist that you can have people that support you that much that are going to say, no matter what happens, I'm for this guy. So I get that they're annoying, and that's sometimes how I feel about people who are like that in sports, but I think as an artist, it's dope. Yeah, y'all want to go down the Mary Had a Little Lamb rabbit hole? And when he's saying the fleece was white as snow, he's really saying that Drake, he's not really black because he's actually white, and he's referencing Drake as a lamb. And they say, okay, Mary had a little lamb, fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Wayne, the only reason that Drake is on is because he followed in Wayne's footsteps, right? So, I mean, without Wayne, Drake wouldn't be everywhere. It wouldn't be anything. Everywhere that Mary went, the fleece was white as snow, right? How's the rest of it go? Mary had a little lamb, fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was short to go. It followed her to school one day. All right, this is saying, check this out. This is saying that Lil Wayne, he was under Birdman, and Birdman was the teacher at school, and Drake, he wanted to learn under Birdman, and he also wanted to be in the streets, right? But it followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. Drake wasn't supposed to be in the streets like that, and he couldn't be a part of what they had going on behind the scenes, right? It was against the rules. I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. Father, what is it? How's it go? Let me look up. We gotta look up the lyric. We gotta break it down. Break it down. Mary had a little lamb. Here we go. Let's break down the lyrics. We gotta break it down. We gotta break it down. Here we go. Here we go. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Follow her to school today was against the rules. Drake can't be in the street like that. He had to stay out of it. Birdman was trying to do his thing. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Oh, this is talking about more allegations into what's going on with Drake liking the younger girls. See? I'm telling y'all, Kendrick is cooking. Kendrick is cooking. Right, it made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. So the kids, they're happy, they love it. Everybody rocks with them. It's a double entendre, actually. It's talking about Drake, how he might like younger girls, maybe underage girls, but also it's saying that Drake's music is for the kids. Drake's music is for the kids. It's not for adults. It's not for the real hip hop culture. Man, I'm telling y'all, Mary Had a Little Lamb by Kendrick Lamar. It was fire. Kendrick won. It's over. It's over. Kendrick just cooked Drake with Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, hey, and if Kendrick uses this, y'all know where he got it from. I don't think anybody's ever... I don't think anybody's ever had that take. And that's just off the dome, y'all. I'm just saying, hey, support and love and show appreciation for your diehard fans, because they're always going to have your back and big up you. Wave Lori said somebody clip this. Yeah, y'all should clip it. Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to release it. Kendrick Lamar's diss, Mary Had a Little Lamb. That would be a funny experiment. To put that out and say, hey, y'all, this is Kendrick Lamar's diss, and I just put the premise out there in the pin comment as a video. This is Kendrick Lamar's response diss, Mary Had a Little Lamb, where he's talking about Drake. And watch all the Kendrick Lamar fans come to the chat. Yeah, see, I told y'all. He's saying Drake is really a white boy. Free said, don't hit the joint no more. Nah, we don't smoke over here. Only thing I smoke is he said you don't even got black or gray. You real different today. Yeah, we're tripping over here. Another AI diss. Oh man. Did y'all know there were other lyrics to Mary Had a Little Lamb, by the way? We're gonna go down this rabbit hole. There's still people watching this BS. What is wrong with y'all, man? Oh my God. I can't believe y'all are here. Y'all, speaking of fans, hey, I know y'all aren't fans, y'all are family, but y'all must really love me to be here listening to me talk about Mary Had a Little Lamb. Y'all are crazy. Oh man, y'all want to go to the Kendrick's Mary Had a Little Lamb breakdown? Listen, this is verse 2. And so the teacher turned him out. Hey, yo. But still he lingered near and waited patiently about till Mary did appear. Yo, this is talking about Drake. He kind of took a little break back in 2014, wasn't making as much music. But Birdman said, hey, just chill. You stay over there while I handle some business. This is, again, going to the allegations of Birdman possibly having some bodies. Till Mary did appear, which was Lil Wayne, came back, take Drake under his wing, say, hey, we got you, man. And then he ran to her and laid his head upon her arm. Hey, yo. As if he said, I'm not afraid. You'll keep me from all harm. Oh, Kendrick is cooking, man. Kendrick is bringing Wayne into this beef now. What makes the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. Oh, Mary loves the lamb, you know. The teacher did reply. Birdman and Lil Wayne. And you each gentle animal and confident may bind and make them follow at your call if you are always kind. Now, what Kendrick did at the end of this, not only did he wage war and take shots at Lil Wayne, at Birdman, continue to take shots at Drake, but now it's looking like he's taking shots at all of Young Money. Everybody who's in Young Money too. He said, hey, as long as you do what Birdman wants, you're going to be safe. You don't have to worry about anything. We're going to take care of you. This is wild, man. Shout out to Kendrick. Kendrick's response. Official. This is breaking news, y'all. All right, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having fun with me. Thank you for making this a great show. This show would not be possible without you guys. And we're gonna continue to report on this. We're gonna do some more music tomorrow, so y'all make sure you stay tuned in, stay locked in, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and make sure that y'all hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time we go live, which we are going live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be giving away $100 and a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. All right. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. You know what to do. Keep growing. Keep pushing. Keep it classy. We gone. Peace.
Supposed to love you, I see no one else above you. Treat you like you make me lucky. You must be meant for me, cause leaving me comes with an exit fee. Your love's like ecstasy, I love when you're next to me. Are you just testing me, or you my ex to be? Or we just wait and see, don't be the next to leave. Wait and breathe, stay with me, please don't label me. Is this what stable means? Spiritually, physically, emotionally, this is how it's supposed to be. I like you this close to me, heart to heart, chest to chest, I wanna feel your best. On and on, I wanna be your rest. When the bullets fly, I wanna be your vest. Just let me love you, let me see your face. Just let me tempt you, love the way you taste. I grab you closer when I grip your waist. This love will never, ever, ever go away.
I caught you at the right time, right place, right energy and frequency. You're blowing my mind all the time. Come on, baby, and float with me. I'm infatuated, you're so captivated. You stick by my side even when it's raining. We've been through the storm, we've been through the pain. This time our love, it ain't in vain. Cause yes, it's true that I do love you and